funky.
I'm so excited. I'm going to play the intro at the beginning of my streams now.
Ooh.
Did you watch that? So
Here it goes.
good. What was this supposed to be?
It's a rat.
No,
What
but
was
you
the
mentioned miscommunication or something.
Yeah, because okay, so I asked for the guy to give me a because I have I have that mouse rat shirt, and I wanted it to look like that shirt. I was like give me a black shirt with a rat on it, and he's like all right, and he just fucking put the rat right here. So I thought it was pretty cool though. So
That's funny. Yeah, I like it. It's a happy accident.
It's your mouse rat.
Yeah, it's your mouse rat.
it's my mouse rat.
Oh, there you go.
Okay. Where were we? You guys negotiated. You guys negotiated Ken's surrender. Turned him back into a human. He wants to catch a ship back to Sunrise Port.
I want to make sure I give him enough money so he can just like pay for like a comfortable transport back.
A rowboat.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah. So
Yes,
he's
right.
so you give him some
So he's
money.
not trying to be smuggled or anything like that. He can just like comfortably like go back.
You give him some money for passage back.
Luxury rowboat?
Yep. It's a.
Did you wink at him and tell him to call you if things don't work out with the wife?
No,
With his medium penis.
I have morals. I just when I saw the naked rock hard bod, I had a moment of weakness as well.
Saw the rock hard penis.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, you guys still headed towards Outcast Haven. Jimmy yells, "Land ho!" As you start to hear just seagulls and birds flying overhead. In the distance, you can see you're approaching an island. As you come closer, you see like some wooden docks, and there are some other ships there. I don't know if there's anything else you guys want to do before you guys make dock. Or you guys are just kind of ready to go.
Oh, we're ready to make some port.
I mean, I think we're good.
All right.
I mean, is this should we be on the offensive, Jimmy? Like, or should we just play it cool?
He says, just mind your manners and try not to draw too much attention to yourselves. People that look like you don't frequent areas like this, and
Did we get disguises while we're here to look more like shiply?
I brought a bandana, so I put that on.
You don't have anything on you right now to.
Right. I mean, like when we get to the port.
I mean, you could possibly. All right, so you guys head towards the docks, and Jimmy pulls it in nice and smooth. It's like riding a bicycle for him. You guys see on the beachfront, there's a wooden like building. It's looks kind of not dilapidated, but it looks old. Like there's an old building. There's a sign on it, and it says Salt Lagoon. Jimmy indicates to you guys that this is the local tavern. There may be some folks that have seen the man you're looking for. I suggest checking out the tavern while I mind the ship. So he is going to stay on the Toomerang.
Okay.
What would you like to do?
All right, let's check out the tavern.
To the tavern.
To the
The
tavern.
Salt Lagoon.
The salty spittoon.
All right, guys. Remember what he said, though. Just be cool.
Just act natural.
I
As
like.
much as I want to
kick
kick
down
those
the
saloon
door and
doors
just, like,
open. Oh, I
yeah.
want to so bad.
I want to. Yeah, I won't though.
So,
What's it called? The Salt Lagoon.
the Salt
Say, this
Salt
town
Lagoon.
is big enough for the two of us.
So you're going in?
Yeah.
And are you
For what? Cowboy hats on first.
aggressively slamming the door open, or are you just kind of going in like a normal person?
Yeah,
Well,
no, we're low key.
Low-key.
Like we've
We're
been here.
thinking about it. We're thinking about doing it,
Kind
but
of
we
slide
haven't
the
done
door open, step inside. You look inside, and you wouldn't know it from looking outside because the outside is so old looking. But you walk in, and it's a pretty nice looking a bar. You enter through the doors. Immediately on your left hand side, there's a bar that kind of curves around, and there's kind of tables everywhere. It's all like pretty fine wood. There's a bartender behind the bar, obviously. A couple people sitting at the bar, and just a couple of folks kind of strewn around. All very.
Are there TVs?
Say again.
Is that a picture of the bar? Are those TVs?
They are TVs.
I mean, it's 2023. They don't have TV.
No, but I thought where we were headed is like
The
back
technology.
to the dark ages.
Well, it's not like the art like that, but it's not even close to caught up to Sunrise Port. But you get the feeling that because these are all pirates and whatnot, that this may be stuff that they've brought back with them from plundering. And
it. Blended some TVs.
And they somehow figured out electricity. All right.
exactly.
Can we do like a perception check to
Yeah, that's what I was
see if
thinking.
anybody's hostile or?
Sure.
Let me get my dice.
I want to vibe check the bartender. If somebody wants to vibe check the other patron.
Yeah, I'll vibe check the bar
I just-
lies.
I just wasted a D20, a nat 20 on a vibe check.
Ooh,
I got 18.
So what are you
I have
guys
11.
checking out? Okay, so Nick, you're just checking out the bar in general
yeah, in the patrons.
and the patrons. Okay, Laura, you said you're checking out the bartender.
Yeah,
Yeah.
shit.
Mike, what are you percepting?
I don't know. I rolled a nat 20, so I want to perceive something good.
Well, next time, come up with it before you roll it
I want
down.
to perceive what's on the televisions.
No,
Yes.
Okay, and you did get a nat 20. So, anyone
I want
else?
to know exactly what's on.
I'm trying to get my dice out. Hold on.
somebody perceived the drink menu.
Like our perception is so good, like we know things without even looking at the menu.
Well, they probably have rum drinks. I could assume that.
I did better.
But if we walked in and knew what to order, that would make us like seem
That's
like we
true.
know.
Let's order just rum then.
I'm gonna guess they don't have a website that we could have looked at in advance.
You'd be hard pressed to find a website for this place.
That's why I tried to perceive. I tried to scour the internet with my nat 20 and look for their website.
Are Slate or Ruby going to make perception checks or no?
Hold on, I am.
She rolled a D4 by accident.
No, I was just trying to get all my various dice out so that if one starts rolling really shitty, I can
Switch
try a
now.
different die.
I get a 16 to check the drink menu or what looks good.
Okay, I'll tell you first. I thought there's no drink menu.
Oh, okay.
Told you guys, just rum.
It just
You
seems the
know
kind of
what
place
they-
you ask for
Do you have
something.
that? Do you think they have that drink with that with the little plastic shark where they put the shot in the shark's mouth?
Yeah. Better.
at Mama Kwan's.
Yeah, Mama Kwan's, baby.
Mama
Shark bite.
Kwan's special.
Could you guys make us an upside down pineapple drink? It's pretty simple. Do you guys know how to make that?
Could someone look around to see if like the guy is there?
Well, or did
The
you
guy.
roll a perception check?
That's what I'm gonna roll for to see if like he said like Jimmy
What
said
are the
that guy
odds?
is
Because he's
up
in the
there,
first
so-
bar we're
Maybe
going
just
to.
like here. Oh fuck.
Oh, they spotted
I
me.
rolled a nat 20.
Nat 20. This guy is definitely not there. The guy from the
I
photo.
can't like ask around and be like
Well,
with a nat 20.
let's go through the perception first. So, Nick, you're just kind of looking around. You don't notice the guy either. There's a woman sitting at a table with 3 men. They appear to be playing some sort of gambling game with dice. There is another table that has 3 older folks, probably in their like
Travis?
70s or so. 2 men and a woman, and then there's 2 men sitting at the end of the bar.
Playing bingo.
And then you have the bartender. Vibe check. Bartender. He seems very like cleanly compared to the other pirates that are in here that are more like very rough and tumble. He has very clean, like almost like pompadour of hair. And he's when people are ordering drinks and he whips them up like with fantastical speed. He seems overqualified to be working here.
Oh,
So you did a perception check on the bartender,
Ruby,
didn't you?
just in case he doesn't turn out to be awful, I'm just calling dibs real quick.
He is. I mean, he's in this game, so obviously he's very sexy.
Yeah.
He has a mustache, or like curled up at the ends,
You do a vibe check on the bartender.
That's what is happening right now. The vibe check.
and but he
Is
seems
my
like
vibe check to know if he's gay?
I mean, you could
They're
ask
all
him.
pointed to that.
But he seems like a pretty neutral party here. Like he's not violent or anything like that. You don't get that vibe from him.
Overly feminine.
Oh, I mean, a little bit feminine, but not like
That's the right amount.
Just right.
yeah, like not. He's not trying to draw attention to himself, but he's just like he's very like clean and neat, and so I wouldn't even
Sounds
characterize
like
that as like feminine. It just those are his characteristics.
Okay.
So a D20 on the televisions. So they are kind of just like just like images and like videos of ships on the sea. You don't see any traditional like wall plugs or anything, so you're not sure how these TVs are working. But they are.
I mean, usually plugs are behind the TVs, so that's what I would expect looking at them.
Yeah. I mean, you would expect there would be a plug behind it. But
What
there
else
doesn't
channel
appear.
will they have on? That's just like ships.
Yeah, I don't.
They have some sort of magic.
Yeah, you don't know what's going on with those TVs. They do seem a little out of place, like because this place. It's a little
What's playing on the TVs?
We
bit- it's just
just said it's
ships at sea.
passing
Um,
ships, but it is moving. It's not like
It's moving.
like one pirate back there like putting up different.
No, it's
It's a puppet show.
because I mean they are jutted out from the wall a little bit, so
But
Yeah,
there's like a glow like a TV would have, and static
Mhm.
from an older TV.
it's not. It doesn't look like a very old TV. It's I mean it's
Okay.
a flat screen television.
But it's not a TV channel any of us would know, like some sort of pirate channel that they have just for themselves.
No, it's not like the Pirate Channel or anything like that. It just looks like some ships. Like you don't know if it's like live footage or like recorded.
Probably
footage.
at least a private feed. I mean,
Gotcha. That makes more sense.
C-SPAN.
So yeah.
UCTV.
What would you guys like to do?
I would like to go up to the bar, please.
Okay.
Yeah, you would.
Bartender
And
says,
yep.
"What do you have?"
what's
It's not very feminine.
I'm sorry, I heard multiple talking.
I said, what's your specialty?
I ain't got no specialties, but I'll make it whatever you like.
Oh, I bet you. Um, I will have a shot of rum, please.
Shot rum. And he pulls out a bottle of rum and he like flips it around. He does some flair, like he kind of flips it up in the air, pours it from behind his neck into the shot glass, and slides it to you.
Say, thank you. You got some skills there. What's your name?
Bart.
Bart?
Bart.
Short for bartender.
Sure, for bartender.
Nice to meet you, Bart. I'm Lucy.
He kind of gives you a half nod, and goes back to like cleaning a glass nonchalantly.
Come to the bar.
Okay. What do you have?
And I say, good sir, I would like you to whip up something with whiskey for me.
You want him to wing it for you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Hold on.
You have to roll for it. It'd be funny if you got like a really shitty drink if it was like a bad one. That one, he spills it.
It's a Long Island, but all the liquors are whiskey. Different
So
flavor.
he
Or it's just like a Long Island, like the one at Little Havana that I had at my bachelorette party.
he pulls out like a highball and puts a few ice cubes in it and like pulls out a couple more like bottles, kind of like bright yellow and orange, and a bottle of whiskey, and he just like starts pouring them all at the same time. So he's pouring these three things into the glass at the same time. He gives it a little stir with a long spoon. He slides it to you.
Yeah, he did.
Lucy, did you drink the shot of rum?
No, I was waiting for my friends.
Okay.
Anybody
Is
else?
mine like a cocktail or like a shot?
Yours is a cocktail.
Okay.
I'm gonna shoot it anyway.
Oh,
But I, being the big burly lady that now that I am, will probably just take it as a shot with
okay.
loose.
It is a
Well,
highball,
then
but
cheers,
yes, you
Ruby.
can if you'd like.
What's a
I want to check
highball?
out the jukebox.
There's no jukebox here. You can see that there's a small stage where it looks like a live band plays music, and there's like some.
I asked Bart. So how long have you been working here?
Longer than I care to admit.
Are you from this island?
No, I'm not.
Where are you from?
I'm from far east of here.
So you must like it here then if you stayed.
It pays. It pays, and I love what I do.
Hi.
How long have you been mixing drinks?
We're from the west because it's Sunrise Port, so the sunrise is at the east. So the further we go away from Sunrise Port, the further east here.
Not really.
Yeah, so he's east. Okay. And I'm sorry. What did you ask?
It'd be inland.
How long has he been
Bartending.
mixing drinks? Is what I said.
As far back as I can remember, I've done this.
I'm a bit of a mixologist myself, but I tend to deal more with coffee beans and tea leaves.
He gives you a half nod. He's still like kind of cleaning a small glass.
Ooh.
His glass
I
is
can't
like
help but notice like a really strong connection between the two of you.
I
He-
asked
he
him if
gives
he
a half
wants to
shrug.
do a shot with me.
you ask him to do a shot with you.
Yeah.
Glad to.
Okay. So then I'll take my shot with him.
All right, he pours himself a shot of rum. He holds it up, takes it back, and
I just awkwardly like third wheel like Okay, and like drink mine too.
So you drank your entire drink, and Lucy, you took a shot. You both need to make a fortitude saving throw.
Oh, what did you guys do?
One shot rum.
Save the fortitude.
This is pirate rum.
19.
15.
Nice.
19 and 15.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You're both dead.
Yeah.
Full dead.
Dying 3.
Full dead.
You both are dead, like full dead. It was poison.
We actually use iocane powder.
Okay. Yeah. He's kind of not paying much attention to you guys. He's kind of looking over your shoulders, making sure no one else needs anything.
Come on.
Well, Lucy, he might be too busy for us to chat him up.
Yeah,
Right
that's fine. I'm wondering if we can get any information out of him.
Did we bring a picture of the guy from the footage?
Well, we have our phones.
Dino's got it.
Sorry, friends, I thought, yeah.
And
We all have
yeah.
it.
Did he send it to you guys on the phone?
Yeah.
I assume we have
We gotta
signal.
like get him to trust
Dino
us or
has
open
the. You have the actual picture.
before we straight up are just like, do you know this man?
Well, okay, so is Bart still right there?
I mean, he's
Bart is
behind
still
Bob.
right in front of you, but yeah, behind the counter.
Right, he didn't like go down the bar to like help other people. He's still right in front of us.
Nope, he's right there.
I'm gonna
Shining
say,
his
do a
glass.
lot of people come in here from like Sunrise Port?
Not too often.
Where do people like usually come in from?
Mostly around Famia, some of the other islands around here.
We're actually here to surprise an old friend, but we can't get through to him. Wondering if you've seen him around. Here's a picture of him.
He doesn't even look at the picture, and he says, "Never seen him."
Okay.
Oh.
You usually got to slide a little bit of money when you ask questions like that, guys. Just like you smack it down on the bar and you
I drop him and go, oh, my coins.
You drop coins on the bar.
No, I just pay him for the drinks, but with like a really large tip. And be like, are you sure you haven't seen anyone from Sunrise Port in here in a while?
He takes the picture and he actually looks at. He like, I'm assuming like you're showing him the picture that Dino had, or what? Are you showing him on your phone? Okay, so you guys have the picture. Okay, he takes a look at it. You can both make a conversation check.
I was also going to say that I was going to ask for my tab with his shot on it and leave a big tip.
I got a
should figure out
12
money system.
conversation.
I got a 21.
13.
I don't know who you were asking. I don't know if I'm in there.
With a 21, so he kind of leans towards Lucy. Like puts his like elbow up.
I like nudge her. Like, huh?
Towards Lucy.
And I'm like, wouldn't it be cool?
For me to get as late as often as I do, I'm not cool at all.
He's looking at the picture, and he says, "He does look a little familiar to me. However, you probably want to check with the Oracle. She might know something I don't. She usually does.
Where can we find the Oracle?
She's about a mile east of here,
Matrix.
and her old temple. But I'd be careful if I was you. Getting to the Oracle through that temple is a hardship in and of itself."
Do you guys have like a map of the town?
Is there a way around? Not
map.
through the temple?
It's a straight dirt path. It's dirt road, straight to the temple. You can't miss it.
What makes it a hardship getting there?
Not a hardship getting there. It's a hardship getting through the temple. So once you get in, you,
South London?
what?
Nothing.
You get to the temple. It's fine. You get into the temple. That's where you might run into some trouble.
Any advice for us?
Watch where you step.
Booby traps.
Oh, booby traps. People have to
Booby
perceive.
trap. I mumble under my breath from one of the tables a little way back from the bar.
You should be
What's
good
the
at
oracle's name?
booby traps.
The Oracle.
We just call it the Oracle.
What's she look like?
You ever
I
see
ain't
the
seen
Matrix?
Oh, okay.
I just heard
Bart
about
is
it.
definitely from South London.
You sound like you're from London.
Well, that is great advice. Thank you. We'll definitely look into that. And if you hear anything else or he happens to stumble in here, here's my number.
Oh,
He
smooth.
looks at it and he's like, and what am I to do with this number?
You can call or text me anytime, my friend.
Oh.
He puts it like below the bar and stows it. So I guess he
What's
gets your
a
number.
call or text?
Send me a raven. I don't actually say that.
What would you guys like to do now? You want to talk to him some more, or you want to?
Oh, I noticed there's a stage. You guys have live music here?
Aye.
What kind of bands come play?
Pirate bands.
Pirate bands. When's the next show?
It ain't really a schedule. They just kind of come and say please.
Hey, hey Bart.
Aye.
A screwdriver rolls into a bar, and the bartender says, "Hey, we have a drink named after you." And the screwdriver squeals and goes, "Ee, you have a drink called Philip?"
Make a performance check.
Oh no. 10.
Yeah, he just continues cleaning his glass. That's very clean by this point. But he's still like just rubbing it with a rag, and kind of just like goes.
I give Ruby a little punch that she probably doesn't even feel at her, so she could see that I'm cracking up at her hilarious joke.
I want to see if I can figure out the dice game from afar without like impeding. See if I can kind of pick up on the rules.
Well, yeah, there's like two of the men are kind of have their backs to you, and then the woman and another man are on the other side. It's kind of hard for you to see the table, but you can tell that there's a lot of dice. But you can't really see what's going on the actual table.
All right, Bart, last one. You're a busy guy, but I know a lot of bar jokes. A panda walks into a bar.
A panda.
He gobbles some beer nuts, then pulls out a pistol, fires it in the air, and heads for the door. "Hey," shouts the bartender, but the panda yells back, "I'm a panda, Google me," and leaves. Sure enough, panda, a tree-climbing mammal with distinct black and white coloring, eats, shoots, and leaves.
All right, you can make another performance check if you like. You're trying to like I don't know what you're trying to do, but
That one is a 24.
24.
Oh.
That's pretty good.
That one?
Yeah.
He puts his head down and finally like removes the rag that he's been cleaning the glass with and just kind of pounds his palm on the table a couple times because it did make him crack up.
You're gonna say,
Because
get
it
out.
is, that is a good one. I ain't heard that one before.
Well, I'm glad.
Well, what's
Ruby,
Google?
she's funny.
It's like a searching database. Do you guys have like internet or anything here?
What's the internet?
How do you have electricity?
He puts his head back down and starts cleaning the glass again. So we don't talk about that.
Electricity is like a pretty far removed from the internet.
We don't talk about that.
Well, because the TVs look so weird.
They do look weird.
Okay, well, so then let's. I'm gonna look around the bar to see if there's anyone else that is there that we could ask questions to?
Go eavesdrop on the two men at the end of the bar, and
Okay.
I'll go talk to the dice guys.
Let's go check the dice game out.
Yeah.
All right, so you two are going to go towards the dice game. Ruby is going towards the end of the bar.
Yeah.
Somebody accost that elderly couple as well.
Lucy can keep chatting up the bartender. He seems like he's kind of got a dry personality to me.
Yeah, he's so boring.
But he's hot.
Guys, shot your shot and failed miserably.
Good,
I didn't shoot
good
a shot.
shout out to
Well,
elderly
dibs.
couple.
I was just trying to see if we could loosen him up a little bit.
Yeah, he seems pretty.
Appreciate your efforts.
Seems pretty boring. You dodged the bullet.
All right, so let's start. So is someone talking to the older folks at the table, or no? Are we skipping over them and going to the people at the bar?
I guess I'll talk to.
Well, they were checking out the dice game.
Wanted to check out.
It sounds like we're doing a bunch of things at once, so I want to take them one at a time.
Since nobody else is going to the elderly couple, I will try to. I'll go check them out.
So it's not a couple; it's two men and a woman. Could be a third. You don't know.
Yes, throuple. Elderly throuple.
So there's an older, skinny gentleman. He's got a thick gray mustache and a balding head. There's a old man with curly black hair and huge mutton chops.
Yeah.
And then there's a woman. She's full-figured older woman with auburn hair, pulled up into a bun and adorned with a green ribbon.
Ooh.
What would you like to do?
Hello. We're new here.
The first man with the mustache says, he kind of, hello there.
Oh, that was friendlier than I was expecting. We're kind of new here and just checking things out. Is this your favorite spot or what?
Oh, yes, we come here almost every day.
Do they serve food?
Oh, I'm afraid there's no food here. You're kind of responsible
You
for
just-
that yourself.
You just like the happy hour specials?
Responsible for
I
that
like
yourself.
drinking. And then the other guy also says, oh, I like drinking too. And the woman,
I can understand. Yeah, I'm kind of teetotaling. I mean, right now, but my friends are down to take a shot every now and again. So I was just kind of wondering, have you guys possibly seen this guy around recently?
all right, so he's on the picture. The first man, very friendly man, looks at it, very close. He brings it really close to his face. He says, sorry, young chap. I don't recognize the gentleman in this picture. Perhaps some other lads might bring ye more luck. I'm an old soul, and my memory isn't what it used to be. The only real memory I've got is from when we first sailed into port here 43 years ago. Or was it 42? Boy, times were different then. Look at your fancy clothes. Walking into a place like this, I've never seen anything like it. Looks like if you ain't careful, someone could walk up to you and just take whatever they wanted.
Whoa.
He starts, you can kind of tell that he's losing track of his own thoughts as he's talking to you, he's rambling on. And then he says, anyway, how can I help you?
Never mind. Thank you.
The other guy looks at the picture. I forgot how I did this voice already, but
I like drinking too.
oh, drinking too. He looks at it, and he's very loud and boisterous. He looks at it and he's like, "Oh, this bloke looks menacing. He does. You ask the bartender if he's been through here. He might recognize him. I don't really pay much mind to anyone who ain't sitting at me table."
Ooh, that sounds like good advice, probably.
The woman
Maybe I
grabs,
should tell my friends to do the same.
the woman grabs the picture, looks at it. She said, "Let old Nancy have a look at him."
Oh, Nancy.
Yes, she's examining it very closely. I might have seen him in here a few days past. Coming here with the crew. I remember because he ordered 3 shots of whiskey. Quickly got into a scrap outside with Fish Lips Felix. And she points her thumb over to one of the guys sitting at the bar. That be him right there.
Fish
I mean,
lips
I just
Philip.
moved down the bar
Felix.
to start talking to other people at the bar.
So Fish Lips Felix is a blonde-haired gentleman at the bar. There's also another guy at the bar that is like short and stocky, and he has like a buzz cut. His hair is like dark, either brown
Who's
or black.
the closest to me from where I was standing with Lucy?
Fish Lips
Felix?
Felix is
Fish-
closer to you.
Okay.
The other
I-
guy is at the very end.
I'm assuming that like I left her with the guy and I just kind of slid down the bar more, so I'm like next to this guy.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know if Dino's done, so you can finish with Dino. But I'm probably gonna talk to Felix next.
I mean, you could talk to him, but you did not hear what the information that Dino got from
No, I know.
Nancy. So what are you?
Is there more that you want to ask Nancy, Dino?
No, it sounds like Fish Lips Felix is the guy to talk to at this point. Thank you, Nancy. That is greatly appreciated. I hope you live a long life.
She raises her. She's got a beer in a mug. She's like, "Already have, my dear," and takes a drink. That's it. Yeah.
Cool. Elderly people. That was a success.
How distant or close am I to all this conversation?
I'm a few feet away.
Close enough to overhear some of it.
You
at
probably
least.
could have overheard, yeah, because like that man and woman are pretty loud and.
Who's
Okay.
the
So just naturally, as I scoot away and I'm sitting there and I'm awkward and trying to be funny, I look over to the guy and I say, "Guy walks into a bar and asks for fruit punch." The bartender says, "Sure, just get in line." Guy looks over and gets confused because there's no punch line.
Ha-
You say this to him.
I say this to him. And I roll a 10.
10. You can't even tell whether he heard what you said or not. He's got both his elbows on the bar, and he's just drinking from it looks like a copper mug.
Is that a Moscow Mule you ordered or what? What are you drinking?
He turns towards you and says, "It's." I haven't figured out all these voices yet. I have to distinguish these characters. He says, "It's got vodka in it."
Oh, is it good though? Like, I'm guessing you're drinking it. Is it good?
I like it.
Are you running low? I'll buy you your next round and I'll get one.
I ain't gonna turn down a free drink.
All right. So then I like wave like to and then point to the drink and. So what's your name?
Bart comes
Alden,
down.
can I text her what I know so she can
Yeah,
kind
you
of
can
get
text him. Yeah, that's fine.
information mid convo before? So I just let her know that he just got into a fight with I think the dude that we're looking for.
I wink at you because I saw it.
Okay. And you asked his name. He says, "My name's Felix.
Oh, hey Felix. That's
They call
cute.
me Fish Lips.
Why fish nips?
Fish lips.
Fish.
I don't believe fish have nips."
I grab Dino and I'm like, we might want to get her out of here before she gets us into trouble.
I'm not. I
believe in it.
misheard. Fish lips Felix. Okay, that's
I was
cool.
like,
People call me the sauce. My name's Ruby.
Why they call you the sauce?
It's a long story that I don't really want to get into right now. I don't
Alright.
particularly like it.
And he's a little put off by that, and goes back to his drink.
Do you like fish lips, Felix?
You don't necessarily get to choose the nickname that sticks, you know.
I hear you.
I'm so used to it now. And you kind of can, if you want to give it a perception check to this guy, you can.
I will. 21.
Okay, so you can kind of determine that old Fish Nips, got his nickname really because just of like the shape of his lips. They're very like large and like
Got a trouty mouth.
Yeah, he's got that trouty mouth. But he pulls it off. You also like see that like he's got like a little cut on his cheek, and like one of his eyes is a little discolored. Looks like he got punched in the face.
Okay, I decide to kind of give him a brief rundown of why I'm called the sauce because
Very nice.
of when I was in school and
Reciprocity.
the story. I don't need to explain it, but like I explain it to him very briefly. And I'm like, so like I was forced to do like anger management because like once that kind of triggered me, I
What's
like was
anger
angry.
management?
It's like
Why? What?
what they try to do to make it so that you can control your anger more, so you don't like rage out over everything. You kind of pick and choose when you can go into a rage.
All right then. Yeah, I just thought that everyone could just kind of pick and choose how to use their anger, but it sounds like you need someone to manage it for you.
It was like teaching me how to turn it off when I needed to.
Gotcha.
It's not like
So
I have to
you-
ask someone
So you
permission.
threw a man halfway down a hallway, and people saw that as a bad thing.
There, I guess me being a girl, it's not usually the way it goes for us ladies. Not very ladylike.
He turns a little bit in his stool towards you and like kind of looks you up and down. And he's like, he shrugs and he goes back to his drink. He's like, I like it.
Ruby
Thanks.
gets all the play.
From Fish Lips Felix.
You look like you got into a fight recently. What happened what happened there?
I did get into a scrap just the other day. I was just sitting here by myself, and here comes this guy, walks in with a crew. He acts like he owns the place. I was minding my own business. He bumps into me with his shoulder, orders 3 triple whiskeys. I say to him, all that for you. You don't look like you can handle it. He tells the bartender as he puts his fingers in front of me, and he says, this one's on him.
I'm not listening to this.
That's very presumptuous of this guy. Sounds like a tool.
I think so. I said, the hell it is, and give him a good shove in the shoulder. Bart tells us to take it outside. It's the rules here. So we go out there. Fucker blindsides me with a right hook. Knocks me clean out. Takes quite a fellow to knock out me with one. So it's not that I wasn't impressed. But still, fuck that guy.
Yeah, he sounds like a prick, for sure.
Oh, he's a prick.
What do you look like?
He was a tall, broad-shouldered man with black hair and a black beard.
That's crazy, because we actually are coming. Like me and my friends, we all came here looking for like our old friend, and I mean, I guess not friend, but just like some like we're trying to get in touch with this guy about
You're
something.
friends with that guy?
No, not friends. I misspoke. Like we're not friends. We're just trying to get in touch with him because we have questions for him about something. And it sounds like, is it this guy? And I show him the picture.
I mean, he ordered 3 triples, so sounds like it's him.
Yeah, I'm trying not to rate. I didn't hear it yet though, so
He looks at the picture. He's like, that's him. This is the guy.
Crazy. And you said he came in with a crew, like people that were from around here?
I assume it's his crew. It's not people I've seen. Just 3 or 4 blokes.
Yeah, it's crazy that he knocked you out cold, so you don't even know where he went after your altercation.
No, I was knocked out clean. Woke up in the sand and came back in, finished my drink. He was gone.
Those drinks weren't on your tab, though, right? I hope.
No, Bart didn't make me pay the triple whiskeys. I believe that
Bart's a cool guy.
this gentleman that knocked me out may have what they call dined and dashed.
Oh, That's not a good look for someone coming in here new to town.
Pirates.
I'd like to do a technology check on the TV situation. See if I can figure it out.
Okay.
I've
Yeah.
been looking at them for a while.
Yep. Go ahead.
Rolled a 26.
26. So you can like you kind of at the end of the bar you kind of try to peer behind it to see like what's going on, see if you see it like plugged into the wall. You don't see a cord coming from the TV. It is glowing and there's like clearly video, but the power source is something you can't really put your finger on. You don't know how this thing is powered. Um, it seems like some sort of magic is powering this television, like something that you don't understand beyond like like worldly technology.
He's doing that. I laugh at something that Felix says and put my hand on it.
Okay, fine.
I mean, I don't know.
Anything else are we doing in here? There's a yeah. Rick, are you
Walking over to the dice game.
go over to the dice game? As you approach the table, one of the men across from the table for like with his back to you suddenly stands up and slams his hands on the table. And he says, "No, I ain't ever lost this many times in a row, you cheating bitch." The woman, like reaches across the table and pulls one of his arms out, that's supporting him, and his head slams down onto the table. And she puts her other hand on his face. And this hand appears to have like metal claws where her fingernails should be.
Oh.
She kind of just like walks them along his forehead, and looks like towards his eyes, and she says, "Oh, Wilson, you know better than to talk to me that way." And he says, "Sorry, Captain. I was just joking, was all." She lets go of him, and then she peers at you, and she says, "Something interesting to you, love." She starts to leave the table and walk over towards you.
To me?
To you, yeah, as you're approaching the
Oh.
table. And she's kind of like comes over and like puts her hands like on your vest, kind of like feeling it, like just checking you out, trying to be
okay.
intimidating to you. Yeah,
I just wonder what you guys were playing over here. It looked like it was exciting. Never seen it before.
She says, "I don't know where you all come from, but where I'm from, which is here, by the way, we don't just stand around in bars staring at folks we don't know." And she raises up her fist, like she's gonna hit you.
So I take the information I know from my elderly people conversation and come over and try to help, not intervene so much, but kind of like, hey, I just heard about that fact that we shouldn't be doing that.
Fair enough. I wouldn't have had that information.
Shouldn't be doing what? Doing what?
Well, yeah, I'm saying, well, yeah, I shouldn't be coming over to other people's tables and bothering them. You seem like nice people, and we didn't mean to interrupt.
She still has her fist clenched into a fist. I'm sorry, her hand clenched into a fist. And she turns towards you and says, "What's this got to do with you?"
Oh, this is just my friend, and we were we got the information that we need, I think. So we were just leaving, I believe.
You can tell that she is raring for a fight. She lets go of Rick a little bit, and like kind of like peers, like turns her head towards you, and kind of like takes a half step over to you, and like she puts her clawed hand like kind of in like your hair, and it's kind of like running it through your hair a little bit.
I hear the commotion and I look to Felix and say, like, what's her deal?
This is all
Do you
happening
know her?
like very quickly. Felix can tell you. Uh, 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 I don't. We don't mess with the captain here. As she is still messing with Dino's hair, she says,
So that's actually one of my favorite things. So I'm kind of like enjoying it too much. Like,
so you're like enjoying it, and she takes it off your head and like kind of like grabs you by the shirt and kind of twists her hand a little bit.
ooh,
And so she's
I'm
got.
actually kind of getting hard on a little bit.
So she has got a hand on Rick's vest and a hand on your shirt. She's holding both of you, and she
I
says,
look at Rick and I say, I've never really thought about it, but are you in?
Guess they're not taking this seriously.
I can float us all right now.
I did not
Have you
want
ever heard of an Eiffel Tower?
She says, "Come on, then. Who will it be?" And as she says it,
What's your name?
Can someone make a conversation check to try and de-escalate the situation?
Or
Well-
just say, I was just interested in the game you were playing.
That's what I
Tell
said
me.
at the start. It didn't help.
She's raring for a fight, man.
So
I think
There's
Bart
Jimmy.
interrupts.
we have to go outside.
He
Bart's
chimes
gonna-
in. Yeah, he says, "Vesta, you know the rules. Take it out on the beach."
What did you say the name was?
Vesta.
That's
I was gonna guess Santa Claus.
Sandy Claus.
She just says, "I," and starts walking towards the door. She stops and says, "Don't make me turn around," and she walks out the door. Her men follow after her.
Oh, we're kicking her ass.
What should we do by
I
that?
think we have to fight her, right?
I want to fight her.
I want to do something else, but I mean, if this is what it comes to,
So, like, obviously, we all heard this kind of commotion. So, like,
They don't know.
Everyone
No
in the
one
bar heard this.
happened here. I'm not trying to make enemies with the whole town by defeating the feared person of the area.
yeah.
I'm
What
pretty
if
sure,
we
like-
can still like say, hey, like, how about like you, like Dino or I arm wrestle her?
Yeah.
And-
People are like terrorizing. This person's terrorizing the bar, not.
Or like a one-on-one, or like something with rules, or maybe with an
She likes
honorable
playing
finish.
games.
You
so,
can
like,
tell that she wants to fight one-on-one.
Yeah. But I want to.
101.
So I'm assuming we're all heading out of the bar.
Yeah.
I want to text Jimmy as we're heading out, like with a heads up. I don't know if we get service here, but I sent him a text.
ask him if he
Like,
knows. Since you're texting him, ask him if he knows who Captain Vesta is, and if like he thinks it's like
The text says,
Someone's about to fight.
leaving the tavern, Captain Vesta fight with Dino and Rick meet at beach.
okay. So
He.
I feel like
you said text. You don't get a reply.
she wants either you or me, and I think I should go. I'm better
Sounds
at
like
hand
you,
to
it sounds
hand.
like you want it. So I'll.
But also,
he
I-
wants it.
I got this
I
really
also won't
sweet
like your
shield,
fancy gadget.
but I have an idea. So I say, Rick, is there any way you can make like Nelson invisible and help me out with this fight? Like,
There's actually a very real way I could do that.
and attack her like when like reactionary whenever she's like going to get me, like, yeah, get her every time that like she's really
Nelson.
going to like attack me.
Are you
Yeah, we
volunteering
don't want to
Nelson?
kill her, and we don't want to play
Lucy?
cheap games. I don't think.
I don't want to kill her, but man, wouldn't it be great if she was allergic to bees? That would just really be awesome. That's a chance we could
I don't
take.
think that's the way that we should play this. I think you should impress her with a quick like 1-2, and then
Well, no, I plan on doing that, but I want Nelson as like a backup kind of thing. Not even just going in full force stinging, but like when she, because like, so invisibility only stops when there's an action against the person that's invisible, or just a.
I think making Nelson invisible is a very good idea for future
Keep in
encounters.
mind that with the
We
invisibility,
gotta go out there. We can't keep her waiting.
with the invisibility, if like you turn something invisible, and it takes a hostile action, like if Nelson goes to sting, then Nelson becomes
Okay, then he becomes
visible.
not invisible. Yeah.
But you could just buzz around her and like, you know how when a bee's like
Right. Yeah. Exactly. Like annoy her, and
Also, only lasts a max of 10 minutes.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Anyway,
10 minutes
let's
is like
go
100 rounds. Of
yeah,
Yeah.
quite a while. It's definitely a fight. Well, talk me out of it, because she seems like she's pretty intent on
go out
fighting
there.
me.
The other people in the bar are like, "Well, go on then." They want you guys to go outside.
Yeah, let's
let's go
go.
outside.
I mean, look, Fish Lips Felix just walked away with a black eye. Do you think Vesta is gonna try to end my life?
Probably
Uh,
not.
We'll try and intervene if that comes to it, but you and her are just gonna have to duke it out for a second. We'll just have
You
to
just
see what
need to have a quick scrap. So
I think
she
you could
need
take
to
her.
earn her respect.
I
Need a
appreciate
quick scrap.
the confidence you all have in me.
So get out. Go. I
yeah.
give him a nudge on the butt. Go.
Give them bardic inspiration.
Yeah.
Give me a song or whatever.
something. Give me something before I leave.
All right. As we're walking out, I play an inspiring tune.
Oh,
If I-
thank you.
That's the thing.
Can you play My Oh My for me? It's my favorite song.
Don't play that song right before you go into a fight. You might die.
That-
My oh my.
Yep, I'm playing it.
Thank you. Oh, I feel
Alright,
so
you're
inspired.
But you should have played I Will Survive. Big mistake.
Lar, you can
Does
roll
that inspire
d20.
all of us?
Yeah.
Inspired.
Is there anything else any of you could give me?
It will
no,
not be
Mike-
lasting.
All right, so one
Mike,
round.
give me your advantage.
Ooh, look.
I have some more chlorine tablets.
Ooh.
We just gotta go out there. We cannot keep her waiting. Let's just go.
All right. But yeah,
Try
Mike,
and ask
can't
questions in
you give
between
me
fights.
advantage, Mike?
I could.
Yeah, do it.
Can we take those kind of actions right now?
Sure.
Didn't encounter
Why not?
yet. Go outside.
Yeah.
Sure, then.
All right.
Remember, you only
We
get 2
walk
of those per
outside.
hour.
Well, it's only one round, though. It's only
I
one
know.
round.
It'll be great on my first round, though. That'll. All right. So I go out there because I'm not a pussy, and I have my skates on already, so I'm fucking phased.
Skates.
But you're in sand.
It's sand, so it's not gonna really help you.
Let's not do
I
this.
I throw the skates off.
Okay.
Before they see you. And
All
Oh
right.
shit! I forgot.
So you guys
we're in the
walk
sand.
outside. You can see Vesta a lot clearer now. She has bright yellow hair under a blue bandana. She has a gold nose ring in her right nostril and several gold earrings, like hoops, on her ears. She's wearing a puffed white shirt and a black vest with dark gray baggy pants and brown leather sandals. She's got a scar going across her neck. As you approach, she unbuckles like the belt that's holding her cutlass and lets it drop to the ground, and puts a leather glove over her right hand, the one that has the claws.
so she just wants to fight.
And she says, "Come on, who will be?"
Do no.
All right. I guess it's me.
It's you then.
And listen, I'm more a lover than a fighter.
She walks up to you and attempts to punch you right in the face. Hold on a second. I gotta look them up.
And you're dead.
Double dead. I just gotta give her some quick stats. That's all.
I died. From
You didn't plan for her to kill me. I feel like so that's good.
She's clearly just after a scrap.
Yeah, Yeah, you can tell because she dropped her sword. That she just wants to fight. She just wants to scrap with you. She hits you in the face.
So, as a reaction, just because I haven't dropped my stuff yet, and it's just a reaction, I pull my shield out.
Oh, you okay?
I feel like that's bad form.
Well,
I
you
mean,
can't-
she really did just like
That's fine.
I
If
was
that's what you want
trying
to do,
to
that's fine.
trying to finesse her. Too bad. That's what I did.
She
But then I drop it and I say sorry.
So like that deduces your damage by 5, right? Is that
Yeah.
okay? So you take 1 point of damage, and your shield does as well.
I'd be pretty mad if I was
As
punching
you're
somebody.
and you can now take an action. I mean, if you're going to, I don't know if you're going to like put your stuff down, or if you plan on full on fighting her with all of your weapons and whatnot.
So I do. I want to drop my stuff and apologize for the shield. It was literally just, you don't come at somebody like that. I didn't know the rules of this thing. I'm just figuring it out myself.
Yeah, and you can
But
tell
also,
from her punch that it doesn't. She doesn't seem like it hurt like her punching the shield. But she says, "Don't do that again."
drops.
She puts her fists back up, and you can.
So I
The rules of this
suppose
fight.
I start bobbing and weaving.
Yeah, the rules of this fight are going to be a little different than normal combat. Really, you are only going to get 1 action per your turn.
Okay, that makes sense. So, she's got her dukes up.
Yep.
All right, so I give her a little, so I start bobbing and weaving a little bit.
Yep. You guys are kind of dancing.
Yep. I do a little duck and try to come around with a hook
Okay.
to the chin.
You can make your attack roll with advantage. You can just tell me what's on the die, and
All right.
Does Inspire count?
you're inspired, yeah. So it's +1 to it.
So 15 plus 1.
60, yeah, that's going to hit. You can roll a. You can roll a d6.
D6.
Plus
Okay.
4.
D6 plus 4.
+1 for inspire.
4, 5, 6, 7.
So 7. 7 points damage. Okay. Okay. She is going to take another swing at you. You get her with the right hook across the jaw. You see like spittle like kind of like shoot out of her mouth. But she wants to come right back with her like an uppercut with her right.
Oh man, thank you for updating.
She hits you with an uppercut.
With which hand?
She uses her right hand.
The metal one.
Yeah, she's got the metal in that hand.
Gonna hurt.
Hits
It's
you
gonna sting a little bit.
for
Gonna sting the taint.
for 5. Hits you for 5 points of damage. It is your go.
Okay. So I am going to fight dirty and try to sweep the leg.
Okay. Yep, go for it.
So DC 15 athletics check.
Yep. It's gonna be hard to fail.
It's gonna be hard to fail.
Challenge accepted.
22 plus 1.
Well, you're
23?
not inspired anymore.
So 22.
So 22. Okay, yeah. So you kind of like, as you take the uppercut from
Sorry,
her.
hold on. My math is awful. 15 plus. Sorry, it's 27. My fault.
27. Okay. So as you take the uppercut from her, you kind of use the momentum of you getting hit to spin around.
No, it's 20. It's 22. I'm still an idiot. Hold on. DC 15. What exactly am I?
You add 10 to your roll.
Okay, so it's just 10 plus. So it's 22. Sorry.
Yes, 22. Yeah. So as you are hit with her uppercut, you kind of like take it in the jaw a little bit, swing around to your left, and as you use the momentum of getting hit to spin around with your leg
Nice.
and take her out onto the ground. So now she is lying on the ground. You've caught her by surprise. So she is. She kind of is gotten like sand and shit in her face.
Yeah.
And doesn't have time to react before you act again, so you can take another action.
Alrighty, so she's on the ground,
Yep.
all sandy and shit.
I'll say it.
Yes, she is.
So I say Vesta. I apologize. I wasn't sure of the rules of this fight, and I reach my hand out and I say, but if you want to call it, we can call it here. And
No.
She looks kind of a little bit worn down. She make a conversation check.
alrighty. Come on, conversating.
Conversation.
That'd be another 22.
22. Okay, yes. She reaches out to your hand. Are you gonna pull her up back onto her feet?
Yes, of course. And I'll offer her whatever sort of cloth I have to wipe her face off.
Yeah, because you can see that she, just a little bit of blood on her cheek, like her mouth bled a little bit.
Ooh, sorry.
She says, good scrap, good scrap. And she stands up. And Jimmy, you see Jimmy come running over.
Classic Jimmy.
Interrupt what's going on. And Vesta looks at Jimmy. Says, "Do my eyes deceive me? Is that Jimmy the Crooked? You still alive, you old salty dog?"
Jimmy the Crooked.
Jimmy comes over and embraces Vesta.
Jimmy the Crooked, I wonder if that's about his.
He says, I'm still kicking. Good to see you, old broad. Look at you now." Vesta says, be a changed woman. You like it?" And he says, "Looks good on ya. Sorry, let me introduce you to me crew. Vesta," and he like kind of points at each of you, introduces you. He's like, "This is Dino, Lucy, Rick, Slate, Ruby.
Hi.
Crew, this is Vesta Reed. She saved my life during the Great Pirate War. Sorry that I didn't tell you before. I try to keep this information close to my chest. Hope you understand."
We
Oh,
understand.
you're so full of mystery. We love you.
Crafty old crooked son of a bitch.
She's wiping sand off of her, and she says, "So you lot come from Sunrise Port. You're a long way from home. What are you doing around these parts?"
Well, we are looking for this gentleman right here. He's an awful man.
So you show her the picture. She says, I've seen this man. He was here just a few days past.
I don't want either, though.
Believe his name is Stan Crane.
Stan.
I heard his crew calling him Third Eye. I didn't get a great look at him, but it's definitely him in this picture. He's an imposing figure, he is. Great broad shoulders, thick black beard. You lot might want to talk to the Oracle. She might be able to give you his whereabouts.
Thank you, Vesta.
I step up. Is there a way we can speak to the Oracle without succumbing to her booby traps?
I doubt it. She doesn't like to be found. And when she is found, she makes visitors earn it. So it's not really a way around her.
Be ready.
We're
Thank you.
always ready for a scrap, as you can see.
And a quick apology as well.
Any friend of Jimmy's is a friend of ours.
Absolutely, and we hope the same vice
And you
versa.
see that
Try to shake her hand. Do not.
you see that Fish Lips Felix has stepped outside. Like he kind of caught the end of the fight, and he was kind of disappointed that it ended so quickly. But he kind of overhears a little bit of you guys talking about the man in the picture. I don't know. Did you explain to Vesta the reason you're looking for him?
Sure, all of them.
Yeah, might as well. I've told everybody else.
All right, so Vesta knows that, and like, so Fish Lips overhears this, and he's kind of like, oh, I'd give a nut or two to see him knock down a peg. I would.
You wanna come with us?
You may make a conversation check with Fish Lips.
Fish nips.
14.
14. He says, I feel like I don't know, there might have to be more in it for me. It's a dangerous fella.
You'll get to know me more.
Oh.
Now that I can get on board with. Yeah, so Fish Lips Felix has joined your crew.
That was pretty cheap.
On the promise of...
He's hot for it.
He wants to use those fish lips. That's what he wants. Okay. You guys, anyone that wants to can make a history check on the name Stan Crane.
I'd make one.
Go. Plus 0. 17 anyway.
I got a 12.
Maybe.
I got a rock.
I got 12 too.
What was it?
5.
Well, I thought it was a 9.
That was a 5.
I'm sorry, what did you all get?
The highest one so far?
What's the highest one, yeah?
17.
15.
You're not gonna want that.
Okay, well, 17 and 15, that's fine. You guys, it's actually fitting that you two recognize this name. Ruby, did you roll?
I rolled a 12.
Okay.
Me
So
too.
on a 15 and 17, you recognize the name Stan Crane as, and I didn't write this down because I don't remember. What's Chaz's father's name? Does anyone remember?
Chaz Lightly's father's name.
I don't remember.
Was it
Did we
Phil?
talk about his father?
Was it Phil?
Phil.
I'm looking through my notes now, but Phil sounds
I don't have that one.
Okay, well, you recognize the name Stan Crane because you have seen this name around Sunrise Port. He
Swear to God, if he's another city council president.
he's not a president. But you know from before that he has attended council meetings before, just as a citizen.
Yeah.
You have seen his name on like benches and bricks around town, and you can recall that just from knowing the name in Sunrise Port that he is Phil Lightly's benefactor, who has helped fund construction projects like the amphitheater, the hockey stadium, stuff like that. He donates large amounts of money to the city and has helped in those sorts of things.
So he's the one really running the show behind the political faces that we know.
I mean, you
He's
just
the money.
You know that he's the money. Yeah, he's the money guy.
Why would he get into a fight with someone like Fish Lips Felix?
Well,
because
Fish Lips
of,
insulted
like-
him at the bar,
Yeah.
and so that's why they got into a fight.
Why is he called Third Eye?
The 3 triple shots? Well, I know why. Because to piss me off, that's fucking why. Flavor.
Yeah, so that's what you know about Stan Crane, and yeah, the last thing is Felix agreed to come along with you guys. And what would you like to do now? You're standing out in front of the Salt Lagoon.
The Salt Lagoon.
And this is kind of sandy boards you guys are standing on.
I also kind of want to know
I
if
guess
we can have any help from Vesta, since I, so kindly stopped the fight so quickly. Not for her to come with us. She obviously has her own thing going on, but like, would she heed our call? Like if we had some sort of conch shell?
Magic conch.
She kind of says, if you need help, I'll likely be here.
All right.
You can try to
Thanks,
find me,
Vesta.
and I'll do what I can.
we want to try and get somewhere to get some like clothes to.
That's what I was
fit
going
in.
to say.
Oh,
I wanted to ask Felix if he knows where we can find a secondhand shop to get some clothes.
Piratey garb.
You all need some you piratey garb.
Yeah.
It's some new digs. I mean, I feel like I'm close, but
Yeah, definitely some piratey garb. Is there a pirate vest I could buy?
Vesta. That's funny. Your name's Vesta. Here's your need for clothing to kind of fit in, and she's like, "Wait right here," and she runs off. Comes back a few minutes later, like kind of lugging like a big wooden box, and opens it, and there's some like puffy shirts in there, a couple leather vests.
Can I call attention to the spectacle of watching someone drag a large wooden box across the beach? Probably took a while for her to get back to us.
Yeah,
as we're watching her.
she literally it's like a trunk that she's literally dragging, but like she clearly doesn't want anyone to help her. She's a very like independent person, and she literally is like dragging it. Yeah, it's you can certainly call attention. She's a very strong lady. Yeah, so she brings you a trunk full of different like kind of muted colored clothes and whatnot. If any of you want to take or change into more piratey garb, she said feel free to take whatever you like.
I look for something that has like maybe a number on it that looks like a jersey, like anything that has like, or a strap that makes like a 7 somehow in front of my chest, so it looks like a jersey.
You can like
trunk for anything that fits my vibe.
you don't have to roll for that. It's fine.
She's like, nope, rolling for it.
Because you can like, you can like get like just like a plain sort of white shirt, but there's like leather straps you can fashion into like kind of like look like a number as you wrap it around you. Almost in the style of a number on the front. Lucy can certainly like take a pair of like pants that are in there, kind of like baggy-ish. Like your outfit is almost there already.
Yeah, I feel like I'm doing much.
But there are different like kind of shirts in there that are like more like I said, there's like puffy shirts with like long sleeves and like not lace but like fancy cuffs at the end.
real.
You could certainly like tie it at the front or something.
Okay, yeah, I'll take a long sleeve shirt, but I'm gonna tie it up.
Right, it's got like the ruffles in the front and on the sleeves.
We're gonna do like a crop top type situation. What other options are there?
Are there any piratey hats?
Piratey what?
A piratey hat.
Yeah, there's a couple hats in there. Yeah, like the 3-cornered hats.
Tri-cornered hat.
Did Ken come with us, or did he just kind of go off? There were no farewells there.
Yeah, he kind of just went off. He like you guys ran off to the tavern. He's like, all right,
see ya.
Bye.
But I mentioned that I have a bandana already, right?
Correct.
Okay, so I have a
So
bandana.
elegant like Barbosa captain hat in there.
I mean, like I said, there's tri-corner hats. I don't remember what his hat looked like, but they're not fancy. They're just
It's not like the big captain's hat. It's like the crew hats. That's what's in there, right?
I guess, yeah.
Just say yes.
Yeah,
Give him his damn
Barbossa's hat was like
Give me my big hat.
a round brimmed hat. His wasn't
It
really
was
a
it was round.
It wasn't really a tri-cornered
No,
hat.
his was more of a hat. Yeah, I mean, yeah. There's certainly like some round hats in there as well.
I'm taking one of those.
So you just take a hat, okay? So you
That's
just,
Is there an eye patch in there?
there's a few eye patches in there, sure.
I'm taking an eye patch too.
Just you're gonna blind yourself.
I'm gonna improve my aim with the watch.
Alright. I can appreciate that.
Zero in.
So yeah, I'll just say you guys kind of all. We don't have to get too specific here, but you guys all kind of take some stuff to fit in a little bit better.
I want all our characters redrawn in our primaries.
I've already realized that everyone around the area already looks like I'm already fitting in with my my attire. So I just grab a hat out of
Yeah,
the.
that's fine. That certainly works. Yeah, because you're pretty close as it is, just like wearing leather and stuff. So yeah, you guys all kind of take some clothes and Jimmy says, so what's the plan here?
The Oracle.
The Oracle. Yeah, I guess we were told at least twice.
We
Go
head
find
to
the Oracle.
temple.
All right, well, somebody's got to mind the ship. I mean, I could do it if you like. And then Felix chimes in. It's like, if you like, I'm happy to step onto the ship and keep an eye.
No, why don't you not do that?
Everybody, do we trust this guy yet?
Yeah, so I'm not turning that ship over to
I'd rather trust the captain with the ship than Felix. I don't know him, but that's Jimmy's call, honestly.
Yeah, I mean,
I like that.
maybe Jimmy can do a perception check on Felix, but I think Jimmy would be very useful to have in the temple navigating, getting to the Oracle.
Yeah, and we kept stealing kills from him last time.
If Felix is happy staying behind on the ship, I think Jimmy deserves the opportunity to come on the mission to find the Oracle.
But that's Jimmy's call.
But could somebody have the ship here were to perish?
Jimmy rolled perception on Fish Lips Felix and did not get a good read on him. He does not know what to think of this guy. Not sure if he can be trusted to watch the ship.
Jimmy asked the captain to look over the ship?
You can ask her, yeah.
Captain, what do you mean? Oh, Vesta.
This is like already gone, right?
Vesta's still there.
Away.
She's still there.
Well, Vesta, seeing as you are the captain and Jimmy knows you and trusts you already, and you weren't planning on coming with us.
But they're still a pirate, and we're giving them a ship.
She saved his life.
You guys
Doesn't mean she gave him a ship.
Jimmy
I would trust Vesta.
Yeah, I would also trust Vesta too. Not fish nips.
If Vesta is willing, I would say we ask Vesta to look after the ship while we're away, and bring Jimmy and Fish Nips on with
Guys,
us.
we can't call him Fish Nips. It's gonna offend him. It's Fish.
I would
Lips.
rather use Vesta as like someone to attack than just watch something over. This may be like she may be like, all right, cool, debt paid.
You can. Anyone who wants to ask Vesta can. It's. I can tell you, it's going to be difficult to get her to.
Yeah, I think she's doing her own thing. I think we should use her as like a last call kind of
I
last.
think we're gonna leave Jimmy here to watch the ship.
Yeah, because I don't want to lose Jimmy.
We owe you.
We owe Jimmy a scrap.
He's gonna have to watch.
So you're gonna leave Jimmy at the ship.
If he's okay, can we get a perception on Jimmy's attitude about that arrangement?
Or we could just ask him, Jimmy, are you
can
sure
just
you
ask. Yeah.
You would rather stay with the ship than come with us? We owe you a scrap.
I mean, I'm happy to watch over the ship. It's my job, um, as your captain, to take care of the vessel. I'd feel terrible if something were to happen, and I'm not.
Yeah.
Let's try to bring the fight back to the ship.
There we go. We
All right.
promise
You
you'll
know-
give another chance. I think we should leave Jimmy with the ship.
I think
Yeah.
so too.
All right,
Yeah,
so,
we're gonna have
so,
you in
so Jimmy, he says, I'm happy to stay behind. And he's, Vesta and her crew, she kind of orders two of her crewmates to pick up the trunk. She doesn't want to carry it back. And they carry it back to where she came from. And she kind of waves you guys off. And turns towards Dina and is like, let me know if you want to ever have another scrap.
I'm down.
And she walks back inside the
In the
saloon with another
scrap in the sheets.
another
Oh.
another one of the crew she's with. She walks back inside. Jimmy heads back to the ship to just keep an eye on things and make sure nothing happens to it. And if so, Felix is with you. He's like, so shall we
Yeah.
head to the Oracle then?
Let's head
I
there.
do believe that's the next stop. I text everybody, hey man, if anything, we could use Felix as a sacrifice of sorts. You know,
And I text back, we're not sacrificing my new boyfriend.
he can walk in front of everybody.
Well, they're texting and we're walking. I'm asking Felix what's up with Bart. What's he know about him?
I mean, he's a bartender. He's very good at his job. Makes a hell of a daiquiri.
He seems
All right.
okay.
Well, I asked him about Vesta and what
Should
she
have been like
doing.
putting after me.
We've been sailing for a while, so
You're asking about. You want to ask about Vesta?
Yep.
He says, Vesta Reed. I mean, the best way to get to know her is to get into a fight with her. She's she was formerly the captain of a fishing vessel, but I think she realized there isn't really much money in that around these parts, so she turned to privateering, which is much more lucrative.
Absolutely.
privateering meaning
Wait,
what?
so pillaging is
Pirate.
more lucrative than
Pirate-
an honest
pirating.
work?
Around
No,
these
no,
parts,
no.
yes, I would say stealing and plundering definitely goes a lot farther than.
That's why pirates exist, because it's more lucrative.
But privateering is just the fancy word for being a pirate, basically.
Okay, I see.
Yeah.
Even though it sounds like pirateering,
I'm a businesswoman.
So are these?
I'm interested.
So you guys start heading towards the east down a dirt road. It's surrounded on it's just like a very dry road. It's kind of like clay and dirt. It's surrounded on both sides by like thick brush and forest. You start heading that way, and let's see. So Felix kind of says, "I'm not too familiar with this oracle, but I trust the word of Esther Reed." And you guys can just continue walking. You can. Anyone here can make a perception.
I was gonna say,
check.
can we make perception checks, please?
Yeah.
We're walking down a fucking dirt road.
I got
See if there's anything that Slate can pick up and use.
21.
17.
24.
Can we say that I got Nelson a teeny tiny pirate hat?
19.
Or no, an eye patch? Oh my gosh. Can I get... No, he needs both of his eyes. I got Nelson a tiny pirate hat.
Okay, sure. There was a.
15.
I mean, you
Or
could probably put a
one D
bandana
size.
around him. I would say it's more reasonable.
Alright.
Okay, sure. It's the same color as mine.
I'm sorry, I missed some of those rolls. Tell me, run through them again.
19.
17.
19, 17.
24.
21.
15.
All right. Yeah. So you all you're walking down the road. You hear a low voice in the.
Not,
you can
not
tell.
like that.
It was not a low voice.
You hear a voice like just it's low because of the distance. In the woods on your left hand side.
Do we make out what it was saying?
No, you can't make out what it's saying. It's a man's voice, deep voice.
I walk a little bit closer to where the sound is coming from, but I don't like really investigate. I just try to get closer so I can hear it clear.
You
I
can
was gonna
hear.
say let's
You can get to the
trying to
edge
make noise.
if you get to the edge of the brush, and the trees, and you kind of can lean in to try to hear. It just kind of sounds like a man talking, but you can't make out what they're saying.
Okay.
I asked Felix,
So I kind of go invisible and like walk up closer.
what is that?
You can turn invisible if you like. Yeah, Felix, it says probably best to stick to the road, don't you think? Who knows what's in these woods?
Yeah, I'm fine with just keep moving. It doesn't. If we're not making out what they're saying, then we'll just keep moving. But like, keep an ear out for like. My big thing is, could it be an ambush?
Well, is Rick gonna turn invisible and veer off into the woods?
You more guys want me to check it out or no?
Remind me again how Rick turns invisible.
His
got a
watch
cloak.
gives him that ability.
A cloak.
Which is new.
It's able to
Oh,
cloak
hey,
him.
Calta.
Well,
I don't think we need to do that.
Yeah, if there's no interest, then we don't have to do it.
Maybe on the way back.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, we just got onto this dirt road, and we're gonna try to have an altercation with the guy. Like, let's just.
Are we? Yeah, are we really gonna dive into the first trap? Like,
Yes.
I mean, my thing is, it could be an ambush, so like we should space out a little bit
interested
on either side so we can try to hear things.
I'm interested in trying to be really careful on this mission, if that's what we should call it. Like so far, every single potentially hostile encounter has become a fight to the death.
well, maybe
And
maybe Mike should turn invisible anyway, just in case this does become something more, and he could
I'd
always
like
be.
to think there's a possibility of sneaking past people or even running away.
This voice you
or
heard is not detected you guys at all. It's fairly. I mean, it's not that far away, but
So we're overhearing it.
yeah, you're overhearing them. But
Yeah, we just keep going. I think.
Let's go.
keep walking down the road. That's fine. Uninterrupted, and you don't really run into much else until you make it to a large, what you assume is
But this is a road.
This is a road, yeah.
All right, I put my fucking skates on.
Hey, it's a dirt road, but that's fine. You can do that.
It's made of
It's
sand.
faster. It's better than sand.
Sand
Yes,
road.
for sure.
Mud road.
As you approach, so this temple, it looks like a large, like gray stone pyramid. At the top of like a flight of stone stairs, there's a large eye etched into stone above the main entrance. There's pillars at the top and bottoms of the stairs, like on each corner, with a large like pearl on top of them. You guys need to make another perception check.
Ooh. Give me 1 second. I'll be back.
Ooh, 10.
20.
18.
14 for perception, but I'd also like to make a technology check on the eye and the pearl.
Technology or lore?
Technology.
I would say you're better off making a lore check, like a mythological lore.
Okay.
Okie dokie then.
Oh, that's a
Well.
20 for lore.
20 for lore. Okay, hang on one sec.
Oh, I rolled a 28 for lore.
Yeah, but your lore is fucking Subway lore.
Yeah, but it's +9. It doesn't say Subway on my thing.
It doesn't say it, but that's what it is.
You fat.
Perception.
Well, I'm seeing if there's any Subways involved.
15.
I got 23. Music.
Oh,
So
23 for
for the for Slate's lore, mythology lore, you recognize the eye symbol um, as the Eye of Typhus. Typhus is a elemental, like god of of the sea. Um,
The eye symbol is the symbol of Typhus, a god of the sea.
yeah, he's an elemental god of the sea. He's just a god of the sea. Um, and so you also know that like the pearl is also like a symbol of Typhus.
Black pearl.
It's kind of just like yeah, like an elemental spirit sort of thing that people worship, especially pirates, just for having good luck on voyages and whatnot.
Does in mythological lore, does typhus cause his enemies to be inflicted with typhoid fever?
No.
Yeah.
Good.
He has like some like great power over like water. Yeah. So yeah.
Okay.
So you guys are at the and you guys have made perception checks as well. You
Killian.
hear more voices in the woods.
Different voices than we heard before.
These sound like different voices. Like you hear a couple of voices this time. You hear like a female and a male voice. Still out of earshot in terms of
Can
what they're saying.
Dino make a perception to see if it sounds like the thruple from the bar?
He rolled. What did you roll? 15 for perception.
Yep.
Yeah. So this is not the thruple from the bar.
Okay.
They're younger voices. Yeah. So yeah, you guys are at the temple stairs.
Is it just like a main entrance, or can we like do?
There's stairs, and it goes to like a large opening.
Gotta be traps.
The people in the woods can help us somehow.
Or they.
You
Yeah.
want to sing an inspiring tune? See if you can get them to come out.
The fact that we heard them twice.
I'd like to do a stealth
curious.
check.
Well, no, Mike do it. I mean Rick, because he can be invisible and do it, so they won't see him. But he can hear
True.
what they're saying.
Rick should try and sneak up on them invisible, listen to what they're saying, and also maybe perceive their vibe, good, bad.
Their
How do they
intention.
do?
I think it may just be creepy voices. You know, like.
They're actually not even talking. They're just like making those noises when I get up there.
No.
To get lost.
You guys want me to check it out? I will go check it out.
Can't hear me.
You gonna send Rick out into the woods?
I do want to go invisible.
I couldn't hear you, Amy.
I said peas and carrots, peas and carrots, peas and carrots.
Oh.
Oh shit! Accidentally left the call.
Whoopsies.
I'm here. All right, so you're gonna turn invisible and run off into the woods.
I'm not gonna run off into the woods. I'm gonna carefully approach the
Right, you
voices
carefully approach. Okay, so like quietly, and you're invisible. So that's
whilst invisible.
Felix like fucking freaks out a little bit because you just disappeared after you pressed something on your wrist.
Classic.
I put my hand on his arm and I'm
I'll make that
And
to you
he
later.
kind of like not shouts, but like kind of like towards where you just were. He says, "We're here for the Temple of the Oracle, right? Shouldn't we just like head in?" As you walk into the woods.
It's too late. You already set me up.
gosh, you son of a bitch.
You do.
So you walk out into the woods.
He's pleased with himself.
Towards the voices that you heard. You come to a small clearing, and
I
there's
don't.
there's a man on one knee, like facing away from you, and he has a hooded cape, and it's not white. It's like almost pearlescent, like his cape that he's wearing. It's fucking weird. And there's two other people, a man and a woman, that are kneeling behind him, like kind of off to the sides a little bit, and they're both wearing dark blue hooded capes. There's a as you sneak a little closer, you can see that there's a wooden bowl on the ground in front of the man. Um, it's up to you if you want to try to get in really close, or on the other side of them, or what do you want to do here?
How much can I like perceive from where I am? All I can see. It's all. Can I hear what they're saying from where I'm at?
Yeah, you'll be able to hear them. There's a little brief pause in their talking, but then the man.
I'll stay where I am for now and let it progress a little bit.
So you're behind them, and the man in front says, as he's facing this bowl, he says, "Hear me, Genera, goddess of the deep, and answer our prayer for power. Grant us influence over the water you hold so dear." He takes a dagger out and holds it to his own thumb and flays skin off of his own thumb, and like the skin and the blood from his finger. He's wincing as he does it, and it drops into the bowl in front of him. The man that was on his knees gets up and goes over. The guy with the blue cape comes over over to the bowl and says, "You honor us, goddess." And he takes the dagger and does the same thing with his thumb, and the skin and blood goes into the bowl. And the woman, there was a woman kneeling, and she gets up and walks over as well, and takes the dagger and says, "Please grant us this power, goddess," and does the same thing with her thumb. So the skin and blood go into the bowl. They are just standing there, and they're all in a bit of pain now on their hands, obviously. They start to raise their hands up into the air together, and you can see that like water begins like coming out of like the nearby trees and plants, and begins swirling in like beautiful like patterns around them, rivulets, and like just like little wisps of water. And you get the feeling that like they have gained control over this water.
Waterbenders.
I know. I was waiting to say it.
So it's up to you what you want to do now. You are still invisible. This is all taking place pretty quickly, just in a matter of a minute or two.
Okay.
They have not perceived you at this point.
What did they say they were using it for? I was distracted by Gus.
Genera got the deep.
Using what?
They're
For?
trying to control the water. They asked the goddess
They asked for
of the
power. And it
Though
looks
it's
like they got
worth
it.
noting that Rick is the only one who hears any of this.
Correct.
Yeah. I don't know. I kind of want you to get out of there, even though I was the one that
It
wanted
sounds
to.
a little sketchy. A little sketchy.
Seems like it's useful information.
It's found, especially now that they have power.
Like, what if they're coming after the Oracle? Maybe we should warn the Oracle.
They're just
Oracle
standing
already
there with
knows.
their hands up, like they're not moving very much, but they're kind of humming, kind of.
Is there any additional perception I can do? Like I can check for, or can I not?
Not at this
gain
point.
any-
It's everything.
Okay.
Everything you've seen is kind of what you can perceive. They're concentrating pretty hard, so that's why they haven't really detected you at this point. Plus, they can't see you. So yeah, so they are just kind of like at this point, like practicing, like moving like the water with the motions of their hands and whatnot.
I think I'm gonna report back. I'm gonna come back to the crew
Okay, so you go
and
back.
explain what I saw.
So you begin to go back to the road.
Oh,
Begin to go back.
there's
And
the
yeah,
word.
you make it back to the road
Wait.
just fine. They don't detect you. You could tell
I hope
everyone
not.
what you saw. That's fine. So now everyone's kind of aware of this ritual that happened in the woods.
Anything about a lore check on Janara?
Genera, goddess of the deep.
Genera, yeah, goddess of the deep. Another, yeah, I mean, you can make another mythology lore.
All
if
I
you'd
know
like.
about it is subways. I can't help.
Felix, do you know who this is?
Genera, goddess of the
Yeah.
deep. Just
27.
yeah, just a yeah. So well, I guess Slate will know then that just another kind of elemental spirit of the deep ocean. Yeah, it's like Felix will explain. There are people around here that try to use the various spirits to their advantage. Some make contracts in order to gain great power. Not something I've dabbled in, but I know many a pirate that do.
You tell me those lips are just natural?
Hey man, he's mine. Lay off.
Look, I'm kind of testing the waters. I don't even know yet.
The lips run in the family. I inherited these from
He hasn't dabbled
my
in
father.
that, but I'm trying to dabble in
Let's
something.
try in the family. You got a mom or a sister that my boy Dino could hook up with?
They're
All of
long.
a sudden,
They're long past. My parents.
listen, man, Vesta Reed is on my list of cougars because I'm pretty sure she's down.
He's down to
But-
play.
All right. Well, I think we should just keep moving forward.
I'm realizing that pirates are my kink.
We
Yes,
want
you-
to
Gonna
use
go
this
to-
information.
I do not think we should move towards the main entrance. I think we should look for alternatives. Other ways in.
Yeah, the main entrance sounds too obvious.
They're
Can I do a perception or a lore check on any inscriptions or?
well, there's not really inscriptions at the front entrance. It's just a big like stone arch, like with an opening. Let's see. There's no like windows or anything. You don't really see any other entrances. It's really just the front archway that you can go through.
I run through the archway, skate through the archway.
Skate up the stairs through the
Yep.
through the archway.
Hey,
Okay.
but Bart said watch your step, so floor might be booby trapped.
Movies.
I would think inside the temple, not like leading up to it. But you're right. Maybe I should already be watching my step or my skate.
Yeah, you the entrance doesn't seem out of the ordinary. Just normal stones on the ground, and there's nothing at the immediate opening that indicates to you that there's immediate danger as you enter
Yeah, so I just like follow up the steps.
the temple.
So
I say we go for it, guys. This is where we're being led.
There's some dim. You can see like the people that are outside. There is some dim torchlight inside the temple. Obviously, the room is lit up as you guys enter. Is everyone in?
I'm in.
Sure.
All right, let's send
Yep.
Felix first.
No.
Felix is yep, he's reluctant, but like he's kind of at the back, but is like he's coming.
Hey man,
in.
do you want to just like hang out at the gate and make sure no one comes in behind us?
Hmm.
If
Or would
you'd
you
like,
rather
Like
come
he's
with?
trying to fuck.
I can stay here if you'd like. Watch the front entrance. I'm a little worried about those voices, those people cutting off their thumbs. However, if this is where you'd like me,
Whatever you're comfortable with. You don't have to. I don't want to force you in here if you don't want to.
It's all about consent, Felix.
and we should try and lock the door behind us.
there's no door. It's just an
There's no
opening.
door. It's a temple.
So
Were you raised in a temple?
Felix says, I'd prefer not to be left alone with the
Waterbenders?
what feels like cultists in the
Alright, well,
woods.
if anyone tries to mess with you, I'll throw them halfway across the hallway for you and I wink.
Oh.
No.
Gonna check out your
So to
front
be
entrance.
clear, I'm coming with you.
If that's what you'd like. Hey, if you don't want to be
That's
left
what I would prefer.
near them, then come with us. Yeah, that's
I'd
fine.
prefer
Well,
to
I
come
just want to make
If
sure
you're
you were
coming
cool.
with us, you and Ruby up front.
Ruby's a big fan of consent, which is good.
Yes.
Okay, you guys head inside the temple. I think that's where we're gonna call it for the night.
Yeah.
Good idea.
About that time.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Oh, I made that.
cool. So you guys are now in the temple of the Oracle.
We are in the temple. We're not in an encounter, so we could do stuff.
Correct, and it's up to you if you want to remain invisible or if you take down that that guard.
I think I'll like take it down for now. That way, like I can reuse it next time. Does it reset?
It's not gonna reset in terms of your time. So like, how many times can you use it? Twice.
I can only use it once per hour.
Oh yeah. So if you take it down, yeah, you're not gonna be able to use it for the next hour. The next time we play.
I would
Right.
say keep it up then.
And I'll keep it up for now.
You can put like your hat, or somebody else can give you something to put on to show that you're where you are. Or
Put your hat
Does
up.
my invisibility also take my clothes, or my like? Do I have to
no,
get
it covers your clothes and everything.
except for the eye patch?
If you, I mean, however you want to use it. So if you want something to show up, then you can.
No, I'll be completely.
All right. So okay, cool. All right. So we'll pick up next time inside
In the Temple of Doom.
of the Oracle. Cool.
Good sesh, guys.
Yeah.
Do you guys have an idea of when you'd want to pick up again?
Every day.
I do know I cannot do the next couple Wednesdays, unfortunately.
The next couple? What do you have, a life?
I do. I have a work thing on next Wednesday, and I think the following Wednesday I have a football draft.
Oh.
Probably could do like a different day if
Are you a football coach?
Are you a football?
Huh?
Okay. Well, I'm gonna end the stream.